Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Let me pull up my notes here. And today we're going to talk about. All right, so we've been dealing with narcissist abuse. We've been dealing with, just being hurt by people and how to recover from it. What do we do, and what are the red flags? And I think you guys have enough of that. You don't need to know every single red flag in the world. I know you want to because you're like, but Mike, it hurts so bad. And it does hurt bad. The main thing is to have absolute self-respect for yourself, not allow people to disrespect you. You literally have to have a limit. And that's funny because I didn't have a limit. My limits were unlimited. I would forgive people of everything again and again. I'm at a point now, I just don't do that. So this video is going to be about feeling good about yourself. And I'm looking at it because of my notes over here. One second. All right. So the other night I was doing a grounding technique to help myself relax and to feel good, and to open up. And I've been feeling really, really good. Like I said in the last video, there's a lot of smooth energy going on right now. There's a shift happening. And I think it's just a shift of energy where it's gonna feel smoother. It's gonna feel more. I think it's gonna allow people to open up emotionally. Now, okay. For some people, I should have put this in the last video. For some people, opening up can cause chaos. I've got notes on this. Yeah, it's right there. But that's gonna be a different video. Some people, it can bring up their stuff, but I don't get the feeling that it might be the shift that's happening. It might be. I don't get the feeling that that's exactly what it's going to be, but it feels okay. It feels more like a nurturing, healing energy that's coming up. That's what it feels like a sigh, a breath, a release, like a sigh of relief, like you're finally catching your breath for the first time in a long time. That's what it feels like. And I do think issues are going to bubble up, but they're going to be, instead of chaotic, like, oh my God, shame, guilt, fear, all that stuff. It will come up, but the nurturing energy around this, and it's kind of like the clouds there's like a blanket. There's like this nurturing, loving thing going on, which is allowing people to be in a comfortable, smooth, relaxed space to where you can allow your issues to come up to be healed because it's not as chaotic, okay? So I'm going to leave that at that. So the feeling when I got home was I grounded myself. I like to lay down and just allow my awareness to drop inside and kind of expand, right? Throughout my whole body. Like I feel a warmth, like even just that little bit that it did. I felt it from my face go all the way into my chest and expand out, and it just automatically went to my arms and my hands, okay? And it feels good when I'm laying down. It expands to my entire body. And so the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm getting to a level of feeling good about myself. Whereas before, like with Tony Robbins and NLP, you got to learn to do your power moves and clapping and all that shit and feel good. That's still kind of it is a good thing to be able to change your states by choice and by will versus just reacting to what's going on around you. That's really good stuff. I think all of this is like steps, and these are levels. So the next level is for people to feel good about themselves. All right? Hold on, let me do something. Oh no, I got it right here. Sorry. Oops. It's right here. I want to light the candle. It's in front of my face and it's been bugging me. So we got the fire. Fire starter. There you go. Do a little moto while we're at it. Hopefully this video isn't going to be too long. I think hopefully more in a minute or two. It might go a little bit more, but. Right, there we go, people. Around me. This is mountain sage. White sage etc. Just breaks up negative energies, negative connections. All right, so let me kind of catch my breath. All right, so I'm kind of even looking at this whole thing about feeling good about yourself, because when you feel good about yourself, suddenly there's a freedom. It's like they're two in one. All right. I'm actually thinking of possibly steering my business, my marketing, my home page, like feel good about yourself, because I think that's what a lot of people need. And when it comes to narcissist abuse, all right, the reason why narcissists are attacking you, that's why they call it narcissist attack, is because you don't feel good about yourself. If you feel okay, watch this. Hold on. When I say feel good about yourself, I don't mean, no, I feel good about myself in like a pumped up, kind of motivated kind of. No, I mean you just relax and you feel good. You don't need a car to feel good about yourself. You don't need a special haircut. You don't need someone else. That's a very narcissistic thing, because it's all about other people approving of them and liking them and thinking they're cool, and look at my car and look at my haircut and look at my tattoos and or whatever. It's like, to me, that stuff is disgusting. Like, I literally want to wash my hands off. I'm gonna grab something. Hold on. All right, so this concoction has sea salt in it, rubbing alcohol, about, I would say less than a third, maybe 20% rubbing alcohol, filtered water, and a couple drops, about 5 drops of lavender oil. Something I learned from pranic healing, and it literally breaks up negative energy. So does this white sage. All right, so the reason why I did that, because I literally, when I was talking about that, just like I felt that yucky energy, and that's how energy connects. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. So let's talk about feeling good about yourself. So it has nothing to do with the outside world. It has everything to do with you. And it's like, there's this spirit, this being. Even Jesus talks about it. A lot of people say that God, His energy, His spirit is inside of all of us. And if you don't love yourself, you're not loving God. You're not loving the inner child, that inner being. And if you don't respect yourself, if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't protect yourself emotionally, if you don't walk away from people who aren't treating you right, you're not taking care of whatever that thing. The reason why I say whatever, I call it the inner child. I do believe it is the Spirit of God. You are blowing it, because when you do connect with this thing inside, when you protect it, when you walk away from bad people, from people that are being mean and rude, all that stuff, all of a sudden this thing starts to trust you. Do you get it? And you start to, your intuition kicks in massively. I mean, my intuition over the last 2 years, a little more than 2 years, like it's really been, I've always had a very high intuition, but the last 2 to 3 years, it's ridiculous. Like, I will just know when something's about to happen. Like, I'll know what someone's thinking. I'll know when someone's about to do something not cool. Like, I'll know, and I will know what they're going to do. And people are like, how do you do that? Like, I could feel it. I know. And I'll tell them, like, dude, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're about to do. Don't fucking know it. And they'll come back weeks later, like, how did you know? Like, that's literally what I was thinking. I'm like, well, because usually, I don't want to go with that. It's negative. Let's screw that. I'm not going that direction. So here's my point. When you begin to feel good about yourself, it's like that inner child inside you suddenly starts to be able to expand. It starts to be able to create. Think of it like this way. As I've gone through my own personal development and my own healing, my own development and clearing and healing a lot of limitations and issues and fears and anxieties and all that stuff, all of a sudden I'm doing stuff like there's stuff that I'm doing online with computers and just my creativity is just expanding and exploding. My YouTube videos and I've been blogging like crazy. Where before, like, oh, is that right? Is it wrong? It's like I got so stuck in that limited mindset. I just express myself now, and it's like, how do they say, let the cards fall where they may? One thing that I learned once I started to made myself important and started to love myself and accept myself and be comfortable with myself, was that you start to really realize who you are is going to attract people that are similar to you, that are meant to match with your energy. And people that are not meant to match with your energy, they're not supposed to be with you. All right? So all of a sudden, I don't force it. I don't try to make things right, or what will these kind of people think? I don't care. It's all about what I think. I'm expressing my music, my art, my gift, my way, and my energy. And those people that are supposed to be attracted to it, connected to it, they will. And those that won't, they not only will they be repelled, they should be repelled, because they're not going to mix in this energy very well at all. They're not supposed to be here. All right, do you get it? It's so funny because all of this is about everything, like from finding the right mate. A lot of people will lie about what they like and what they don't like in order to get someone to like them. They're like, oh, well, they like this, so I'm going to say that I like that. Well, now all of a sudden, this person's falling in love with an illusion. That's not who you really are. And what's going to happen down the road, you guys are going to argue and fight and argue and fight, and you're going to finally, a year, 2, 5, 10 years later, go, oh my God, we don't get along. When if you would have just been yourself right from the bat, you would have repelled that person, and you wouldn't have wasted 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 6 years, 9 years, 10 years. Instead, you would have met someone that connected with you naturally a lot sooner without trying. And that's the cool part about it. If you're working hard, man, let me tell you something. When it comes to love, that's not the way it works. It's not a job. You shouldn't be working. You shouldn't be if it's a struggle, that right there is telling you, like, this is not where it's supposed to be natural. It's supposed to flow. When I dealt with a narcissist, the more I learned about narcissists and how, and what it did for me about helping me to, like, oh yeah, that doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh, I don't want that. It applies to everything. It applies to business. It applies to sales. It applies to relationships. It applies to, oh, this, I don't like this. I don't like the way this person treats me. So yeah, see you later. It just flows. That's the way life should be. Life should flow. The more I understand the flow, the easier things happen, like book sales and meeting the right people and finding the right people for the right thing. And it's less like where before it was such a struggle, and life doesn't have to be that anyway. So overall, what I'm trying to say, and here's the deal. I can energetically and therapeutically work with you, and you can be like, oh, it would be a lot easier for me to do that. Trying to explain this to you through a podcast video is hard. Think of it like this, or imagine it, or feel it like this. Imagine, it's like I'm doing it, I'm feeling it right now. Imagine just feeling good about yourself. Like, what would that be like? If you truly, fully, and completely just like, I feel good about myself. How would that feel? How would that make you feel? How would your life change? How much easier would it be to wake up in the morning and walk out that front door and go to your job or your business, or to go for that hike, or to take that trip, or go to that class, or go to that new seminar? It's just like all the things that you used to worry about are gone. Just gone. Like, is my hair right? Did I brush my teeth? Is my tie done right? Like all that stuff's gone. That whole idea of right or wrong is gone. It's a matter of just express. Like, here's like this fire. Here's my energy, and this is who I am. I'm just expressing myself. I remember hearing that stuff in my early 20s. Going to all these seminars and metaphysical trainings. And I thought, oh God, another one of those things. And I understand it now. You are who you are. And the moment you accept yourself is the moment the people around you will accept you. If you're trying to make people accept you, you know what that means? It means you don't actually accept yourself. The moment you accept yourself, if someone doesn't accept you, you can accept that. Suddenly you're okay with that. You're like, because the thing about it is, how to explain this? This is going to be for the next video. It's about, I call them holder honors, and these are narcissists. They try to cling to positive energy, but they themselves don't want to become positive. It's like, because all they're going to do is bring. That's the next video. So the thing about it is when you accept yourself, your energy just becomes this natural way of being. Man, this is so hard to explain. It's like you just naturally attract the people that, okay, I know what I'm saying. For me, there's certain people I don't want to be around. Like a narcissist, like people with negative energy, like I don't want to be around that. People who constantly misunderstand, like I'm saying A and they're like, oh, so you mean this thing over here, and they judge me for it. Like, yeah, whatever, dude. I don't want to be around that people. People who don't hear what I'm saying and then get mad at me for something I didn't say. I don't, you know, I don't want to go down that path. I'm not doing that. That's, you know, it's so funny. I'm at the space that I'm in right now is I don't want to go down that path of negativity. I'm not going there. I just want to be happy. I want to enjoy my life. And that's where I'm at now. And it feels good. It's literally like, I'm going to end it with this. There's levels to this. There's levels. The next video, I'm going to explain a little bit more about that. And I'm just going to explain it in the next video. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I know this was extremely vague, but I think people that are at higher levels, more the right brain, I think you're getting something out of this. See you in the next video. Bye.